To set up a data log file, it's quite easy. From the main screen, we tap the menu button. We highlight Datalogger, press OK. Then we slide down to Datalogger directory. If you'll also notice right below it is you have a choice of storing your data on either the SD card or the Gage itself. For this exercise, we're going to save it to the SD card. Let's zoom in a little bit on the screen. I go up to Directory and I hit OK. Here it's showing several files that are already present in the Gage. And what I want to do is I could either open one of those or I can create a brand new one by pressing the F4 button. So let's create a new one. I have to give it a file name, so I use my alphanumeric pad. Let's call this file 123. Highlight it, press the OK button. As it says here, navigate up or down, left or right, and OK will select that one. So we'll call it 123. Then I press the F4 button, next. I can give it a description if I want to. This is actually going to be a pipe that I'm going to test. So I will call it pipe. I can then also enter a location. My location is going to be A, T, L. Next, my inspector ID. L and G. So now that that is done, what we can do now is we choose what type of file we're going to set up. We have a choice of a linear plus a custom point, a 2D, a 3D, and even a 4D manual file. For this one, I'm going to do a two-dimensional grid. Next, I choose a prefix if I want one. I'm not going to use a prefix on this one. Next, my starting column is going to be A. I select it. I go next. My ending column is going to be D. So I'm only going to do 4 columns. I select it. Next. Starting row is going to be row 1. I select it. My ending row is going to be 5. I'm going to increment by row. I can choose either row or column. I'm going to continue with row. My step is going to be, I'm going to step by 1. My row step is going to be 1. I can either set up a pattern for standard or zigzag. I can set up a notes file if that's what I would like to do. I'm going to use the default notes as it states here. Then if that's completed, I just press done. It creates that file, opens the file. There's the file that's created 123. If I want to choose that file, I press OK. Here's all the information if I wanted to, or I can just go straight to measure, pressing F3. There's my file name, 123, and my first ID is A1. This will continue A2, A3, A4, ending finally at D5. That's how you create a file in the Dantatronics ECHO.